Well, good evening and welcome to Sunday Night Thoughts. It is September 6th. It is the first Sunday of September, and it's Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow's Labor Day, so we have off tomorrow. So we've been trying to figure out what we're going to do on this Labor Day, but it's been a pretty good week. We have finished up 2 weeks of school. Things are going well with our van run, so it's kind of cool. Got out yesterday and on a kind of cool day to cut the grass and had a little trouble with the lawnmower. Decided that it didn't want to help. It didn't want to restart after dinner, and so maybe I'll try finishing that up tomorrow. Um, it didn't really look like it. There wasn't a lot of places you could tell that there were grass that were in too high tide. Gotten all the parsonage done, but I hadn't gotten all the church done, or what I call the back 40. Um, but so that's pretty much it for that. Tomorrow, this past Friday, we met with Pam and I met with the two Methodist ministers in town. We had a great time of fellowship. We've been trying to do some of that on Fridays, just kind of get together and talk and go over stuff. It's kind of fun because we're not in each other's ministries, and so a little bit of one-to-one talk, which is kind of fun since we haven't been able to meet with our district partners in ministry for since way back in February was the last time we were there. It's a long time. Hopefully, we're going to have a live session coming up this month. We're going to meet outside, so that ought to be cool. So I'm looking forward to that for our leadership development that we do once a month. And so here we are. Like I said, we're trying to figure out what to do on Labor Day. Weren't too sure what we're going to do on Labor Day, and so thought about going somewhere, but there might be people, and we've been trying to avoid crowds. So I think I've been having a hankering for beef on weck. Beef on weck is kind of a local dish, Western New York dish, not so much Northern Pennsylvania, but we really do consider ourselves Western New Yorkers because our news comes from Western New York, and we're in the Western New York district of the Wesleyan Church, so it's kind of works out really well. So beef on weck is basically a roast beef sandwich on a Kemmelwick roll, and the way it's served up here, on top of the roll is salt and caraway seeds, which makes for an interesting taste. And then you put the standard horseradish on it and all that good stuff. So beef on weck is one of the things I've been thinking about, and then and chicken wings. Yeah, chicken wings. Yeah, we don't call them buffalo wing here because we all know that chicken wings are from Buffalo. Um, so chicken wings. We thought about going to Duff's, but that would require a trip to Buffalo, and we're not really up to that tomorrow. So yeah, this is the ramblings of an old man tonight. But I'm thankful for God. After 4 or 5 days of just really cloudy, gray weather, the sun broke out on Friday. We've had some really nice days since then. And so, like I said, bus driving's going well. They finally opened the road. We've been having to take it's almost the same, but not quite. But this road is a little better as far as it's a little bit more straightforward. Speed limit's a little better all the way through. So I like this other way that we're going. And now that the road's open, so that's kind of cool. And let's see. I know one of the things that Pam and I are going to work on tonight is we do a monthly newsletter for our prayer partners, basically around the country, and so we're getting ready to put that together. Had a good service this morning. We restarted Sunday school, and right now we're going to do something different. We're going to have we're going to do teaching by committee. and give people who've never, there's probably people who say, you know what, I've never taught a Sunday school lesson, so we're going to give them an opportunity. I taught this morning. We're studying the book of Mark, and I thought it went very well. I really enjoyed the discussion this morning, and then, but that meant I had the extra. I had the extra responsibility of not only teaching but preaching, and I'm sure by an hour and a half of listening to me, people were done. But we had a good service this morning. Good Holy Spirit. We looked at the book of James in worship, as we've been doing, and we looked at the fact that impatience can be a barrier to true religion because we like to take things into our own hands. And so we looked at that and had a good service, and finished up the service. And then this afternoon, after my typical mid-afternoon crash, I'm kind of back and awake. Played my guitar a little this afternoon. And I hope you've been enjoying the covers, the acoustic covers that I've been doing. And by the way, if you there's a particular acoustic cover you're looking for me to cover, it doesn't have to be an acoustic song. I've attempted a few songs that were definitely not acoustic in nature. Last week's Kyrie Eleison is the Mr. Mr. Definitely not an acoustic version of that, or I made an acoustic version of it, based highly on Richard Page's acoustic version of it. But we did You'll Be My Heart, did Chicago Saturday in the Park. So there's been some very non-acoustic songs I've covered. I've enjoyed doing that. But that about wraps up for this week, for this first Sunday in September. Have a great, if you don't have to work, have a great Labor Day off. If you do, we remember, because Labor Day is to remember the American worker, and lots of people can enjoy the day off tomorrow. So have a great week, and may God richly bless you. And as I used to sign off early on, back when I started the blog a long time ago, I would sign off as with Carpe Diem, or Seize the Day. And seize the day. It's another great week to love and serve the Lord. Blessings.